Okay, people, I'm out here. Today is the 27th of September 2021. It's Monday morning. It's a Monday morning, so I'm going up to see what's happening. I understood that there's a terrible event happened this morning, and I hope that you folks could stay tuned to that. There was a situation there where they arrested Marceline, so I'm gonna go up there and see what's happening. So I ask you folks to share the video. Let's get the word out there, and let's stick together as a people who's trying to see the betterment of St. Martin.
Well, I would say first and foremost the people must learn to come out and support even if they don't feel concerned. That's the most important part. And it is the de-escalation took place because the people began to gather. So power only respect power. That's what has happened. So yes, power respect power. So we would say to the population, come out and support the strike. Collectivity at the hospital, the pompiers, and also when things degrade, get to the front as quick as possible. It makes a difference in terms of whether the advantage stays with the people or it goes in the direction of the state. And the people went again this morning. That's what I would say.
Okay, I'm gonna head up there in a while. I don't know if you're going up there others, but I'm gonna see what's going on you said at the gendarmerie up there. So I will head up there in a while and bring you folks that report. I want to welcome you again to my blog entitled Let the People Speak. I'm out here always covering I sorry this morning I missed the real nitty-gritty of it. I understood this morning was really terrible for you guys. I mean, for a good cause. Because all the people are saying they don't want to be forced with this vax. And I mean, you know, and in all that said, welcome to my program entitled Welcome to my blog, Let the People Speak. What happened here this morning?
Well, actually, we came there this morning, and as usual, the man was done on the spot already, waiting for us. That they tell us if we not moving from the road, they will put in the force, which means they call the sous-prefet and to move off the road. Yeah, and later down up the road, the guy he tried die the Monday. They pull gun on him. They pull gun on him. They pull a flag.
I understood there was an incident. I missed it. If you guys can give me the injustice took place here this morning. Well, welcome to my blog entitled Let the People Speak, JJ.
Thank you, Piper Laundry. I just reached, so I saw a video on WhatsApp circulating with a bunch of trucks, you know, and I also heard that there was gendarmes there. So I just reached. I don't know exactly what happened, so I can't go say anything about it. Right. But as soon as I heard that, you know, there was an incident up there, and especially there's women up there, you know, fighting for cars. So I make sure come up here as soon as possible. That's why I reached pretty quick. But it looked like the action already finished. You know, when I done, maybe my partner, he reached before me, maybe he could also explain what really happened, but I don't really know what happened, so I can't comment on what happened. But at the end of the day, I heard something, so I also heard that Miss Marceline, they hold up by the gendarmerie, you know, so I probably going to go down there also show support,
I'm going down there just
you know,
soon.
But I can't really talk about what happened because I was not there.
Okay.
Maybe Donnie going to want to say something.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Denny?
I'm good.
All right.
So I reached just a little bit before JJ. I saw 2 big trucks of gendarmes, cars, people talking. But for what I know, The gendarmes, they're just to frighten people.
Yeah. Scare tactics.
Exactly. So people don't have to be scared. They could arrest a lot of people, but they would never stop the movement. The cause is for people justice. People want justice for what they're supposed to have. Equal treatment. If you don't want the vaccine, you don't have to take it. But what happened in the hospital is something nobody can talk about. So what we need to know is exactly what's going on inside the hospital. That's why all the strikers there, all the people on strike, they're here. They're here for a reason. So that's why we want to know. And we want to know as well, what is the préfet gonna do about it?
Another thing, people need to come out and fight for the rights. You can't allow JJ or Tony or anybody else to come out there to fight for you. Because I can't support people who can't fight for themselves. Because we believe that it's not right that someone who been working in a hospital or in a pompier or in a field that they want to install pass sanitaire for over 30 years or 40 years, pass the exam, have the diploma. Also, right now you're going to tell them that the diploma is a vaccine. If they don't get this injection, they're going to lose a job. So we find that is injustice. That's why we are here. But now those who are concerned about this pass sanitaire, you understand? Because today, right now, they start with the pompier, they start with the hospital, but right now, they're going to go to the collectivity, they're going to go to everywhere. If they pass with the people in the hospital and they pass the pompier, they're going to pass with everywhere.
I'm going to go up there now. I'm heading up there to see, understood that the union leader has been arrested. I just say, and I don't want to mix like religion, but this ain't religion. They got a demon in them,
Yeah, exactly.
They got some evil thing they're dealing with.
Well, actually, I overheard this vaccine there is to control people. It's not to slow down the virus, because themselves telling you this doesn't prevent you from contracting the virus. So no, that's a stop is stop. Enough is enough. We got to put a stop in that.
Okay, so let me head on out here. Okay, I'll try to head on out. Okay, so folks, I'm here now. I'm here definitely here covering. Good morning, everybody. The people is still here talking to the gendarmes.
You imagine you telling our employees, our maintenance, that they're going to lose their jobs if they do not take a vaccine.
Wow.
People that were, when we didn't know what the COVID was doing and all the ending of this COVID, when they were killing us fast in a rapid, these people was to the forefront, helping and saving lives at their own risk. And some of them even lose their lives saving us. And could you tell me now today we're going to sit back and behave like it is none of our concern because we don't work at the hospital? I am for one that took that vaccination. So I should have been on another end saying I don't care, but I can't do that.
Right.
I take the vaccination, but I say they should have the choice, because the vaccination is not going to prohibit you from getting the COVID. But what I believe, it is going to help you when you get it, that at least you have some immune system prepared to fight it.
Right.
So you stand a better chance to survive it, because we notice that it is killing us. On the other hand, we know that science is not perfection, only God is perfection.
Right.
And we have seen mistakes already that science, and then they discover, as you go, you learn more, they discover that they made a mistake. And if the people are skeptical, that's not what you tell them, that they're going to lose their jobs if they don't vaccinate.
You see.
You should be more on the educating side and continue an ongoing process of explaining them the benefit of taking this vaccination. They discover that they made a mistake. And if the people are skeptical, that's not what you tell them, that they're going to lose their jobs.
Because you see, Marceline, you are so on point, because this is what I keep saying on my blogs. The people are not saying that they're against the vaccine, because we all took vaccine as kids. But when you're going to tell me, come on, man, tell me how that can be right. Any prosecutor, any person who's just in the world, how can you tell me because I don't take a vaccine, I am fired from paid? Okay. Okay, she's coming out now, so this is what we want to get.
She's coming out. She's going at the prosecutor, so he could recite to her the laws, and then she's going to come back here. So we're going to wait for her here. Okay. She's coming back at the.
So definitely we want to capture this because we got to capture the real facts. And I want to say to you people, you know, don't look at this as only Marceline. Don't want to look at it. All of us in this together, because today could be she arrested and tomorrow can be you. And the crowd is not pleased, and they got all rights to be not pleased with this, what is going on here today, because this is really, really injustice. One of the union leaders has been held by the states, by the gendarme. Okay, we can hear what the crowd is shouting. The crowd is shouting. Libéré. So we can see the gendarmes now is taking her there. So she's right now in the car. So try to get her the window. Like what you said to the gendarme just now, make sure she do not come out in handcuffs.
On her hand, yes, of course. It's very important that if the sister did not commit any crime and she didn't break any door, she didn't kill anybody, we cannot have her pictured with shackles on her hand, because then the fight for her tomorrow is to justify, and people will try to use it in her face that you're this, you're that, or the other. So that's very important that she not be taken or seen with shackles on her hand because she didn't do anything. Secondly, it is this constant attempt to break the St. Martin law. That's what is happening. You know, what are we doing that is not within our rights, that do not exist in France, that do not exist everywhere? We have a right to protest. We have a right to stand up for what we think is not right. And what we are seeing, we are beginning to see this attempt to bring us under their knees, bring us under their foot. And this is what is happening.
And you know what is hurtful? I've seen you guys, because I want to thank you guys for inviting me on the last press conference. I was there personally. You can see the states, which is the head of states. The guys taking us like for a set of puppets, you know, on a string. I can read the body language of that clear. Because look, you got the pompiers now is crying out against the same thing. The hospital is cutting it. You got, you know, some other places will be cutting it too. And they're still going on with the agenda. It's like the white man, and this is not racism, the colonialism has been so put in place to manipulate your man. Something is wrong.
Well, nothing is wrong anymore. Than the system is an ongoing system that is consolidating, that is making sure that if this country produces anything, it is going to be for a set of people, and others only have to serve it. And that is what is happening. The St. Martiners is trying to stand up for what they think is wrong or against them, and the system is pulling into play and trying to make sure that you understand you can't do what you want. So when you pull the sister off and you drag her in there, for what you do that to her?
Yeah, Marcus. So tell us what it is going on here today.
Well, all I could say right now is that we're trying our best to see that we get the people together, and to see if we could get all this nonsense that is going on to stop, because really and truly, the people, they are destroying our people here, and if we don't stand up on our foot, that they're going to take a upper foot on us, and then it's going to cause a serious problem here in St. Martin, which we don't want to. So all we have to do, let's just talk to each other, try to bring peace, unity, instead of whatever problem it is with the law.
So folks, I reach here, I'm catching a ride from a gentleman here, and I'm blogging still, so man, I gotta get a camera guy. Okay, see you in a while, okay? So here we got a lot of people, definitely. The people has joined Marceline here. You can see the crowd is thickening, and we definitely gotta let you people know that this is injustice going on in the country. Okay, so we'll see, you know, we're gonna just wait to see what happened, you know, today. Because this is where we say they're going to take her this morning, and she are here for questioning.
Well, he's going to remind her the law. Objectively, he's going to remind her the law, donc her duties and her rights.
The paupière is coming out. Okay, so we got a paupière coming out. Okay. Okay.
Il n'y a plus rien à faire ici, vous pouvez circuler.
On attend, madame.
Elle sort. Allez.
Si on veut.
Au revoir.
C'est pas vous qui nous donnez l'ordre. Respectez-vous. Respectez les gens plus âgés que vous.
Mais tu peux pas dire nous ça de là.
Il n'y avait plus rien à voir.
Oui, mais il y a une façon de parler et de s'adresser aux gens. On n'est pas votre chien, on n'est pas votre animal. Vous sortez, vous parlez correctement quand vous nous parlez. Ok?
Mais c'est pas gentil ça.
Sachez ce que vous dites. Sachez, mesurez votre mot.
The prosecutor came out and tell the people to you hear it on camera. So the law il sound. Hey, they feel they really is God by. Let me get you inside here. I want to say, Marceline, I want to say, give us the proper information for the people that is watching. We know that the crowd is supporting you. This is on justice, by the way. Just tell us in your words whatever you want to say. I'm not going to even ask question. You express yourself on camera to the people watching at this moment. Go hold on,
Good morning to all. I want to first thank everybody for their support and thank God for the strength and the words that He put in me that keep me and that make me know that I ain't supposed to fear man on earth, but I gotta fear He. And right is right, and justice is justice, and truth is truth. And we have to stand on that. And I'm not afraid. That's right. They could have put me, they had me for 24 hours. They said they released me, but I'm standing on my grounds. They bring me here this morning by the prosecutor because the prosecutor wanted to talk to me and to give me a procès verbal of the law, which is saying that I will be condemned if I stand up in the public road again, and if we continue, I will be condemned. He's not condemning me today, but if I do it tomorrow or if I do it after tomorrow, that condemnation will come up on me and I will have a fine of 5,000 euros. I am going to stand my grounds. I am not moving from what I am doing. If they want me to put me behind bars for life, I will do it. I don't want nobody to feel that I'm afraid or I am break. I am not. I make up my mind and that's what I'm going to do. I can't sit down, sit back, and see injustice go forward and let it be. I'm not that person, and I am going to stand my grounds. Thank you all.
She didn't do nothing, didn't have no rights.
He didn't have no rights. This is what some of the people are saying here. She didn't do nothing, absolutely. So, yeah, it's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah, just because she stood on the road, they asked her to move, and she decided to stay in, and they
wow. Some serious things. You know, follow me, let me ask.
Come out and everything. But
Mr. Lulu,
yes,
how you doing?
I'm good.
I want to welcome you to my blog entitled Let the People Speak.
Too much more to learn about the French law, but I have a few little idea, and what I can say is that in France, the Hexagon, you have all these kind of manifestations all day. Okay, the gendarmes don't intervene, the prosecutor don't send to bring nobody to compare immediately before the court. Okay, you don't get that. Okay, but it's an intimidation strategy that has been used here today, okay, to try to weaken the movement. But I think it is justified given the fact, hey, my girl, keep strong, God is good. Yeah, because the citizens got rights too, okay? Those in the healthcare, they are the ones who've been working right since the pandemic without any kind of vaccination, okay? The law was voted, but I still find it's unjust to impose on them to take the vaccination. You have to continue the whole pedagogy, the whole explanation process to encourage them to take the vaccination, okay? And let it be their choice, okay? Their conviction to say, yes, it's the best, in my best interest to take the vaccine. But how it is imposed with measures to sanction them if they don't take it, that to me is unconstitutional in my reasoning, okay? And that's why I'm solidarity. They are not saying they don't want the vaccine. What they're arguing is that you're trying to impose the vaccine on them, okay? And they managed to take care of all the patients before, when there was no vaccine. So I don't see now because now you got a vaccine, they're imposing it on them. And to me, that is unjustified. Let it be everyone's own free will to say, I am ready to take that vaccine. And it's not the case. So that's why I'm standing in solidarity, because it's not fair. You know, whether I take it or not is my choice, my family decision. It's a personal choice. And I wanted to remain that, a personal choice of each citizen of the whole entire French nation. But from the time you're going to impose it, I got a little problem with that approach.
Yeah, but Mr. Lulu, let me tell this in closing. But to me, as a blogger myself, entitled "Let the People Speak," this looked like intimidation, because from the time the prosecutor get involved and he press a fine on her, she said of €5,000. You know what is €5,000 for striking in your own rights too? Then I wonder if the prosecutor can have a prosecutor come at he, because I want to see the justice system prevail in this. Because to me, as a citizen with sense, that just don't fit in there.
Yeah. Well, I share what you're saying. I'm in full agreement with you. Would the prosecutor look into that case? Yeah. You know, what is the legal ground to? Because, like I said, people and all our friends, have these kind of protests. Okay, they did not. I was there, so I'm a witness. They did not stop any cars. I mean, they stopped in the cars, but the medical personnel that wants to go in, the emergency service, the trucks or van taking food to the hospital had all access. They were moving and let them go. So I don't see where this decision to say bring her before the prosecutor to charge her, with suspension. It's not founded. It has no foundation. So therefore, in my opinion, it should not stand. Because again, these are things that happen commonly throughout France, even 10 times worse than what we witnessed in here in St. Martin. So why this attitude? Again, it confirms what I've been saying. It's an intimidation strategy against people thinking that we don't know our rights in this land. They think we're a bunch of incompetent fools in this country and we don't know our rights. That's why there will be some abuses coming from the state services. Yeah. And that's what we've seen, what we've seen display here. And that's not right. They are just standing up for their rights to decide freely if they're going to take the vaccine or not. And to me, that should be clearly understood by any civilized person. Clearly understood. And if that's not the case, then something is definitely wrong. Okay? So I agree with them that they're going to continue to stand up and support a just cause, which is the right to decide freely if they're going to take the vaccine or not.
Anyhow, Mr. Lulu, thank you very much for being on my blog today, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Pleasure has been mine.
Yeah, people, what can I say? The people need to just stand their ground if you are in your rights, because like I said to people, and I'll say this in closing, if this is a law where you're going to be whole now for sharing your human rights, and which I told you, this whole vaccine going in an area of totally against human rights, crime against humanity, where a prosecutor got rights to threaten you now, you're being threatened now from the prosecutor, then it's a serious matter we are into in St. Martin. This vaccine has become a big topic, big issue. Even those who have took the vaccine is rising up, and they're against this. Like I say, I've talked to a few people, don't want to be seen on camera, and I respect that. They say they know against that vaccine because you can order people that if they ain't take a vaccine, you're going to fire them from their job. There's no way that can be law. And I'm telling you, like I keep saying, if that become law, I ask the states and the prosecutor and the minister of justice to let go all prisoners around the world and then let you all fill it up, whoever prosecutor you might be, because this is totally illegal against your own laws. That is against your own laws that you made. I didn't make the laws. As a matter of fact, I stand with the laws of God all the time, and I will never quit the laws of God. But this injustice system that we're living in, it is so wrong. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share the video. You can subscribe to my channel, PIPER. You can leave a thumbs up, and I'll appreciate that as well.